My friend Margaret and I planned to walk the last 100 kilometres of the Camino from Sarria to Santiago because we were having our 70th birthdays in 2018, and in my case I'd decided to use this challenge to raise money for the Cystic Fibrosis Trust. Having researched the trip, my husband and another friend joined our adventure. The Camino Francis, the first UNESCO World Heritage Route, is simply the best walk on the planet. It's based on the old Roman trade route from France to Finisterre, the end of the earth. But from the 9th century AD, it became the French pilgrims' route to the shrine of Santiago de Compostela, St. James in the Field of Stars. The way is nearly 500 miles long, from Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port, through the Pyrenees, across the dry Meseta plains, and finally the Sierras of León and Galicia to Santiago. In June 2018 there were 45,685 people who completed a section of pilgrimage to Santiago. We were 4 of them. We arrived in Santiago on the 9th of June and transferred to Samos the next day. The weather was inclement but with dry spells. The village of Samos contains one of the oldest monasteries in Spain. And a few of the interesting statues that mark the pilgrim way.
First steps on Camino.
On the first day, we climbed through woods and valleys into the town of Sarria, and then up further into the Sierra to Barbadillo for the night. After crossing the Sierra, we descended into the Minho Valley, across the bridge into Porto-Marín. The original town of Porto-Marín is now under the waters of the river and was reconstructed on the hill above, so more climbing. The following day there was some road work, and we met gradually more pilgrims travelling by foot, bicycle and even horse, viewing a number of ancient churches and bridges. Some travelled with their dogs. Other dogs stayed at home. That night we stayed at a beautiful farmstead hotel, Casa Roan. Then there was more walking through the unspoilt Galician country, through villages and the town of Palas de Rey. The following day took us across a solid Roman bridge at Furelos. Saw some interesting old churches, crosses and statues. Walking through plantations of eucalyptus, before a more manageable climb up a valley to a large granite house, Passo Sedor, where we were the only guests. Then more walking across valleys and the town of Azua. As we travelled the way, we were encouraged by the reducing distances written on the way markers.
Who would true valour see? Let him come hither. One here will constant be, come wind, come weather. There's no discouragement shall make him once relent his first avowed intent to Hobgoblin or foul fiend can daunt his spirit. He knows he at the end shall life inherit. Then fancies fly away, he'll fear not what men say. He'll labour night and day to be a pilgrim.
First light, first walk.
Our last day took us up to the papal monument of Monte del Gozo, and finally down into the city to our destination in Cathedral Square. Later we attended the Pilgrim's Mass in the cathedral, a very moving experience. Before finally queuing for our pilgrim certificates. To my huge delight, my final fundraising total amounted to £1,090, which was well over my £1,000 target.